Billionaire hedge fund manager Ken Griffin is mad at Donald Trump. Now, let's be clear. Ken Griffin has been mad with Donald Trump for a few years now. In fact, even though he was a big donor to Donald Trump during his first campaign for office and his second, he didn't come back and support the third run of Donald Trump, and he was outspoken against Trump. Nevertheless, Griffin still poured millions of dollars into Republican races in 2024, and he did give $1 million to Donald Trump's second inaugural committee. So he's still a funder of Donald Trump, even though he wants people to forget that that happened. But this week, Ken Griffin came out at an event in Florida hosted by the Wall Street Journal and talked about how disturbing it is, that's the word he used, disturbing, that the entire Trump family is using Trump's presidency to line their own pockets. He said, Trump has definitely made missteps in choosing decisions or courses that have been very, very enriching to the families of those in the administration. That calls into question, is the public interest being served? He said it bothers him. It bothers all of us, buddy. We don't like it. We've been calling it out from the beginning. And when I say beginning, I'm not talking about the moment Donald Trump came back into office. I'm talking about when he first started running for president all the way back in the year 2015. Back when you were supporting him and he was still lining his pockets. Sure, the schemes in the last 11 years have evolved. Right now, he's getting all the money from the Emirati royal family for his crypto venture, other billions in foreign investments into the crypto thing, and foreign people, dignitaries, officials, buying up stock in his failing media company. That goes a long way from just selling MAGA hats on your website back in 2015, but the schemes have gotten more sophisticated and they have put more money into Trump's pockets. But a lot of us, as I said, have been calling that out from the beginning since you were funding his campaign, a-hole. You see, what's funny about this story is that this is not about Ken Griffin coming out and saying, I'm tired of this, we need to do something. No, this is Ken Griffin effectively admitting that he's actually jealous. Because after he called the family out for enriching themselves, enriching other people in the White House, then he said this. Most CEOs just don't want to find themselves in the business of having to, in some sense, suck up to one administration after another to succeed in running their business. So you're mad that you're being left out. That's what you're mad about. You're not mad that Trump is lining his pockets. You're mad that he's not also lining yours. That's what angers you. Well, God, we just got done sucking up to this administration. Now we got to suck up to this one. Oh, boy. It's exhausting being a corrupt billionaire, isn't it, Ken? And then Ken went on to talk about how much he actually loves all of Donald Trump's policies. He highlighted specific Trump policies that he supported at the conference in Florida, including the president's focus on securing the U.S. border with Mexico and his nomination of Kevin Warsh as chair of the Federal Reserve. The billionaire also suggested he might run for office himself and said, quote, "In a future point in my life, I would like to be involved in public service." Oh, isn't that sweet? Yeah, I mean, it's the calling, right? I just feel compelled to go and serve the public so you can line your own damn pockets because that's what you've always been about. It's why you supported Trump to begin with. You love his policies because they've made you rich. You're just mad they haven't made you richer than they did. That's what drives you crazy, Ken. You're not an anti-Trumper. You're a hardcore conservative that funds politicians who go out there and convince voters to vote along culture war issues so that you can secure tax breaks by politicians who are put in office by people who will never qualify for those same tax breaks. That's how they get you. That's how they do it. He doesn't hate that Trump is enriching himself. He's mad that he's not in on it. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.